There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback keeps it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man all by himself. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide open downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to it.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. Two interceptions already in the and he's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Now on the option. Through the defense. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bay.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Jumped on top of the pile. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on 4th down. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Defense looks as if it's coming. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback keeper. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Pickoff, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime.
3:25.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker is Everett. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing breaks into the open. Talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown tie. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Snags it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has him in striking distance already. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's loose. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Breaks the tackle. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Slithers into space. There he goes. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called here by... defense, it's their first of the half.
Alabama.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Spin, still running. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's McNabb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On the snap, it's McNabb. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. to the air on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking left. Hauls it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He's got him this time. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
From the gun. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got the big tight end on the corner right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late. Could have taken a knee. Could have ran the clock out. But those stats count. Those stats matter. And this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.